know about everything. Whenever necessary, you will pick. In Tamil, they say, வல்லவனுக்கு புல்லும் ஆயுதம் சொல்லுவாங்க. ஒன்று கொஞ்சம் குறைச்சலாக இருந்தால் கூட தேவைப்படும் போது அதை யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கணும். அது that is how you should be doing it. So now you should not have an idea, sir, this I don't want, that I don't want. If it is enough, if you study this. So yes, for a student, that kind of attitude should not be there. So then, when it comes to these basic data types, so you can understand there are numeric and character data which you can understand it very easily. We will be having a separate class about data types and other what are the size of it and how you can convert it. Those things we will be studying later. So these are all the available data types. So now in Python you would have studied about that is basic data types. What you will be having in Python is they are numeric, generally sequence type, boolean, set, dictionary. These are the things which you have studied in Python. So there it is something predefined classes, you can say. Nothing is even though we say it as type, everything is a class, everything is an object here. So here it is an object oriented programming. So in Python, everything is an object. So what is an object and what is a data type, you have to understand. So that is why I do not want to confuse. So forget Python for some amount of time. Whenever necessary, we will compare it. So for namesake, I have introduced because you have studied it. So now, when you come to Java, data typing has first after data. So we have to use objects. So they are all, when you say objects, sir, in object oriented programming, everything should be objects. So why you have data type? So that discussion is completely in a different discussion, but we have it. You have to understand it. So then after in object oriented programming, objects are inbuilt objects. So there are two types of objects. They are inbuilt objects, or Java itself have defined some classes, you can say. So whenever you say an object, there are two things which in the next sheet you will be seeing this inbuilt data type and user defined data type. So now user defined object. So Java has the predefined classes and you can also define classes, or you have to define classes. So that is why the Java works for. So here you can ask what are the data types available. That will be a 2-mark question. And then this is the basic first feature and which are all available. So in the next continuation, we are going to see the definitions of to understand object and things. We have to understand the two very important definitions. They are the class and objects. So the class, what is a class? The class is, I will read it. Definition of a real world entity by the programmer to the computer. What is a class? Class is a definition of a real world entity by the programmer to the computer. So when you memorize and write, it's well and good. You will be getting 2 marks. But you have to understand it very clearly. You have to have the sequence of understanding what you are knowing. So in object oriented programming, what is it? In the world, we have different things. As I have told you, a student is there, a bank account is there, a car is there. So the machine doesn't know anything about it. So now you have to define what is a car. When you define a car will have some properties, data members, and also some methods within it. So you will be doing some work with those objects. So you have to define everything to a computer. A programmer tells the machine. You have to think that during a class, as I have seen in the previous page, definition plus usage. So that is our definition plus instructions. That is what we saw in the previous page. Now here what we see here is you have to relate it together. So you are defining a real world entity. Why I say real world entity is because, sir, in the real world things, when I say things, you will be searching for objects which are visible or tangible objects, you can call. But here, why I say it as a real world entity is because it can be anything what we use in our world. A matrix. Matrix is not, we cannot be touched, or it is not a physical thing. It is a mathematical item which is used in mathematics. So it is a rows on, it is a rectangular arrangement of that is numbers. That is called as a matrix. So when you say a matrix, you have to tell to the machine what is a matrix. That has to be defined. So then what can you do with the matrix? You can add two matrices. You have to multiply two matrices. If you have to do, multiply, what are all the conditions? So these are all to be instructed to the machine. They have to be introduced to the machine if the machine should understand what is a matrix and you are going to use a matrix in your programming. But in terms of C or C++ or Python language, in Python I will not introduce now. C or C++, you have to say what is an array, then you have to name it as a matrix. There also, that comes in a different fashion. Here you are going to define in class C++ and also in Java, you will be defining a class first and you will be using it. So once the definition is there, then sir, definition is, will the definition do anything? No. If somebody says what is it, you will be knowing. Will you use it or will you say something? So a phone call should be done like this. You have not seen any phone, let us assume. Somebody introduces you have to do like this. So you understand. So next time when they instruct you, so take the phone and do a call. So then only you will be using it. So at the time of instruction only or processing only, the objects will be created. So the definition is understood, is given by the programmer to the machine. So then you give an instruction to the machine, you do this. So at the time of then you create an object. So what is an object? It's an instance of a class. Instance means தமிழ்ல இதுக்கு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் நல்ல தமிழ்ல நிகழ்வு அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஏன்னா இப்படின்னா என்ன, ஒரு கார் அப்படின்னா, கார்னா என்னன்னு என் மனசுல இருக்கு, நான் காரே பார்த்துருக்க வேண்டாம், அதுக்கு 4 கார் இருக்கும், இப்படி இருக்கும்னு ஒரு ஷேப்ல எனக்கு யாரோ சொல்லிட்டாங்க. ஸோ தென் நான் டைரக்டா ஒரு காரை பார்க்கும்போது இது கார்னு நான் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறேன், அதுதான் ஒரு நிகழ்வு, அதுதான் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்னு சொல்றோம். இப்போ அதே மாதிரி ஒரு மெஷினை கிரியேட் பண்ணனா நீ என்ன டிஃபைன் பண்ணிருக்கோ அதே மாதிரி ஒரு டேட்டா அதுக்கான இது மெமரி உள்ள கிரியேட் ஆகும். அதுக்கு பேர் தான் நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம் அப்படின்னா ஆப்ஜெக்ட்னு சொல்றோம். ஸோ இட்ஸ் அன் இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ் ஆஃப் அ கிளாஸ். அப்போ வெறும் இன்ஸ்டன்ஸா இருக்க முடியாது, எதையோ ஒன்று மெமரியில கிரியேட் பண்றது எல்லாம் ஆப்ஜெக்டா இருக்க முடியாது. ஆல்ரெடி டிஃபைன் பண்ண கிளாஸுக்கு படி ஒன்று கிரியேட் பண்ணணும்னா அதுதான் நம்ம ஆப்ஜெக்ட்னு சொல்றோம். இட் இஸ் அன் இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ் ஆஃப் அ கிளாஸ் created in a machine. What is an object? So for a class there can be many objects. So there can be only one class called car. So then you can have many cars used in a program. Car 1, car 2, car 3 you can have. So those are all objects. So but the definition is only one. So there will be a class for each and every real world entity. There can be any number of objects for under any class. These will be the thing. So these definitions give you 2 marks each. These definitions give 2 marks each. ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் 2 மார்க் உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும். So now we have to understand the difference between data and objects. இப்போ நான் ப்ரோக்ராமில் யூஸ் பண்ணுவது, when I use a program or you will be using data and also objects together, because Java has both. It will has basic data types and also objects. So now what you have to do is you can use a data within a program or you can use an object within a Java program. So then it is, because it belongs to static data typing. When you say static data typing, so then what is the data you have to use? You have to declare earlier int a, you have to say, that is a is called as the variable name. A is called as the variable name. A is the variable name and 2 is the value. 2 is the value. The data will have a variable name and a value. So then this is called as data type. This is called as data type. Typing is static. You have to mention what is the type of A initial. Once you have told it, you cannot have some RAM here. That is not possible. You cannot use like this. So that is why it is called as static data typing. So then in that is object, or object when you want to use in a program, you have to say this X student is a class. So before using creating an object, you should have defined a class called as student. So because we have shown that is a student is a thing which is not a predefined class. So Java has 2 types of objects. What are they? Predefined classes and user defined classes. Student should be an user, because in Java you do not have any class as a student, but you have a class called as string. You have a class called as string in string X equal to new string RAM. So now you can write like this. So now x, sorry, here wait, I will use a different variable name. You should not confuse. So y is a variable which is belongs to a class string. So y is an, you should not say it's a variable. You should say it is an reference only. Here we do not call it as an object also. This is called as an object reference. Y is called as an object reference. So why an object reference? So here an object is created by the machine. You say an object is created by the machine using the instruction new string ram. So new string ram is an instruction given to the machine. You create an object according to the definition of a string, and then you use the name that is value for it as ram, and that is what we say. Then it will be created, and an object is created by the machine, and where that object is, that will be, that is the identification of the object, or reference will be passed to y. So y is not an object. Y is not an object. It is, y is the, it's not the name of the object. So y is only the reference name. Y is only the reference name or object reference. You can call it as object reference or reference name. What is an object? Object doesn't have any name, because you create an object according to the called string. So string object 1, that is the object, and it is referenced by a name. It is identified by a name. So object as it is will not have a name. Object will be created without a name by the machine, and its reference will be defined by you. You are defining here, you give the name. When you say A is equal to 2. When is equal to A is a, or cost or anything. Here it is called as a variable name. Here it is called as a reference. So then this string belongs to predefined class. So the student should be, so here for string you need not write a class called as string, because already the Java has a class called as string. You can straight away say new string ram. But when it is student is a new class which you are going to use. So for that you have to define a class before doing this instruction. Student you have to have defined, and then you have to ask the machine new student or new student ram, whatever it may be. So then that is ram will be the name of the student. So x is the, once again, the reference of it. It is called as the reference. So x is not the object. Again and again you say, for the people who have studied C++, it is very easy to compare Java and understand what is a reference and what is an object, because in C++ we have both of them. You can have an object and also you can have a reference. Both you can have in C++, but here we have only references. We do not have objects declare. You cannot declare an object, or you cannot declare an object. You have to declare the name of the reference, and you have to create an object. That is the only way in which Java it has to happen. So, sir, what happens is in C++ you have, do you mean to say C++ is better than Java? No, it has all the facilities here for doing things faster. Java has some other features also. We are going to see later. So we have rapid application development is the thing which we have to do. For those things we have to restrict something. If you have, you can do like this, you can do like this, then the people will take time in defining what should be done at what time. But Java restricts. If you want to prepare a software fast, you follow these things. These are the only things available to you. Do these things. That is how Java goes. So then these are the things which which I want to share for this class. This is the first thing that is, this video will be available in YouTube. It will be shared to you, and you can ask your doubts there. And then if you need any change